Hello everyone and welcome back to Magmammal 3. So, today is going to be quite huge progress because we'll break into the top 100, assuming the previous stage doesn't already count as that, because it was technically the 100th stage. I think I also have enough unspent tokens. In fact, everything lined up so perfectly. Not only do I have 100 elements, not only do I have 200 tokens, I have 30 elements. Which is perfect for the upgrade I wanted from the casino. Everything just lined up insanely well. It is fate. And what I want is not that. There we go. Oh, it's up here. See. And we just keep going. Oh, no, we're playing as a different skin today. Let's not forget about that. Brakeman got plenty of screen time in the last session, so let's play as another skin. That's what I wanted to do. Since we still have quite a few to show off, so... Oh, Metal. We've got Ash, Sunstar, and Wolves. I suppose let's do Ash today. It's on! I won't let the booty slip out of my hands this time. The sliding with a ponytail in the wind almost, very nice. Ooh, I like the color. Holy, what is that? Holy! Very nice. Okay, so I never played Mega Man ZX, I think is where it said she was from, so I don't know anything about this character. Oh. Yeah. And that's about it. So, onwards to the main piece of the pie, which is not tier 6. No, we're already done with tier 6. It is tier 7. We've completed half the stages in terms of elements, but I'm missing 2/3 of the tokens, so the upcoming stages will be packed with tokens by this looks of it. Or they have to be. And next will be... wait. Oh, no. Okay, that's what was happening. We can finally talk to Burner Man, because last stage was Outer Reaches. Yes, it was quite a short stage. We can finally talk to Burner Man. Oh man! I was told that standing under the moon like this would give me super awesome robot powers. Have I been bamboozled? Why isn't anything happening? What? Tackle campfire? Oh mate, I'm working here. Get off? Okay. And here we are, a very grandiose moment where we break into the double digits. We finally go into entry number 99. A few more of these and we will finally get to the first entry of the second contest, which would be 81st. Almost there in terms of size, and then it's only the second game's size left. And we're still a long way, and I'm sure the stages will get absolutely phenomenal going forward. So let's see if we'll be amazed today. We have 99th place, Arcade Archives by Brash Buster. With an overall score of 51.20 or 2. So we've got half for design, just under half for fun, half for creativity, half for aesthetics, and very good functionally. Although Ace, they weren't the prettiest aesthetics here. Flashman enjoyed the stage the most with a 69, whereas Shin is the lowest. Not surprising, although Patchy is the third lowest as well. Ooh. It's going to be a big stage of some sort. Free tokens. And I already checked this, but yeah, everything is up. So, let's have a look what we got. See, this is what ZX60 should have done. Can't you introduce a puzzle in a safe way? Not mid-auto-scroll. It's been a while since I referenced X16, but it was just perfect there. Ooh. See? This is clever. Ooh. Wait, what? You can shoot through them. Oh. You've modified the shield attacker to look a little bit different, but at the end of the day, it is still a shield attacker. Ooh. Custom assets? Ooh, I like this. They look exactly like the Super Mario Bros. 3 platforms. Okay, so the first token is pretty much free. Fair enough. Oh, we've broken the number. It's no longer 200. It doesn't look that good anymore. But alas, it had to be done. Okay, wait. I was gonna say, how on earth is that the third? Because it's green. But it's just that the stage has custom tokens. That is the blue one because I can see it's a club. And the club is the second. Okay, don't hit the switch because it blocks the path. Yeah. Oh, it's a big room. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Oh boy. Blind drop her. Well, this is fun. Are you an enemy? Yes, yes you are! Oh! Wait, I wanna... Okay, I thought that might spawn a token, honestly. Never seen that enemy, must be custom again. Mid-boss, I would hope. Whoa! Whoa! It's a plane of some sort. This is essentially the twin cannons actually, but it's so much better than the twin cannons. I really don't like the twin cannons boss in this engine. It gives me such a hard time. Okay. Ooh. We're getting fancy here. There's no excuses for that one. That was appalling. That was absolutely appalling, but luckily enough... I thought I would have enough time to land on the platform and jump again, but I guess that was not the case here. Wait. Oh, there's a platform down there. Yeah. I'm gonna do it the proper way. I'm not going to just cheese it by throwing myself into the pit, because that's not very cool. I just need to land on that platform. Sorry, there's too many things on the screen and it completely bamboozled my mind as well as I was just thinking of what to say. Can you respawn please? Thank you. So, the token is just like this. Yeah, that would have got the token for me. And that's the solution. There we go. Get fancier. Show me what you can do. Okay, a vertical shaft is good. Go all out crazy. I want you to go really crazy. Show me what you can do. Be ambitious, do not be afraid. This is good. I'm enjoying this. This is... But that looks like that's the end, isn't it? Come on! Oh, that looks like it is the end. All tokens, looks like we have a boss. Is it gonna be a custom one? Okay. Okay, this certainly makes for a interesting Gravity Man fight. Except you can just ignore the switches. Although if you can hit them by accident. Okay, this is interesting. It's a new concept for the Gravity Man fight. Spicing up a vanilla Death Kit boss. Ow. Nice job. And of course you can just change which ones you want. But that definitely makes Gravity Man a more interesting fight, although he gets a bit stuck running as well. That's a good stage. It picked a gimmick and it ran with it. I unfortunately forgot the name of the stage already. Arcade Archives. So when I read Archives, what instantly came to my mind was Mega Man 10 Weapons Archive. But that's not the kind of archive we're dealing with here. And the arcade part totally makes sense. You keep hitting buttons to open gates as well as close them. So yeah, it's a nice stage. It didn't blow me away like I said, but it's a decent stage. It's well constructed. What did our judges think here? Nick, 59. Okay, this is pretty cute. Red arrow mirrors that dive into you when lined up, skull shield attackers that reflect your shots, flying Yasichi blade, and all combined with girders, switches and old school music. I like a lot of the ideas put into this, and as a whole it's cute to see. Unfortunately, the level design is middling at best. It grows and iterates on its stage concepts, sure, and it has a very slight difficulty curve. The curve's hardly perfect, the final climb with the switches isn't even half as dangerous as the long death hit before it, and the first token is an arbitrary pain in the tail, but that's kind of small potatoes compared to how uninteresting the design itself is. The first token? Or third? But the first token was free! The level itself just isn't memorable beyond its distinct goons. The whole experience sort of runs together into nothing. Considering the mid-boss is this cool plane enemy who doesn't even need half of the platforms in his fight, and the boss is a Gravity Man who regularly gets caught on the terrain. Yep, experienced that. I can't help but feel that the level wasn't finished, which also gives me a bit less to talk about overall. I hope to see more from these enemies in the future, if nothing else. Shin, 35. My first impression with this level wasn't all that great. 2 minutes in and I locked myself out of the first token by having the red switch activated. Oh, so it's a 50-50 and I happen to roll it. Wow, okay. Forcing me to restart to get it. Thankfully it's very close to the beginning of the stage, but it was still a bit of a sour opening for sure. While the rest of the level doesn't pull anything else like that, it's still not what I'd call interesting either. The vast majority of it just feels so empty. The custom enemies and the mini-boss certainly have some potential, but they're placed in such simplistic ways that it's hard to appreciate them for very long. You can outright ignore most of the red armors and the 2 instances of the home in Yasichi, not to mention the mini-boss often goes down way too fast. Out of everything in this level, I'd say the most interesting part is the room with the third token. The design of this room carries a decent threat of falling into the pit below. Did it many times, which is way more engaging than anything else found in the stage. I include Gravity Man's fight in that statement as well, since while I at least appreciate the thought of wanting to spice up his fight a bit, the switch blocks don't really add much to it. Hachi, 49. Classic arcade hits! It's a somewhat disappointing stage, probably due to the name, proposing a large expectation. The details of the reskins are pretty good for the most part, showing some clear reference to other classic games while also adapting to the style of Mega Man enemies. The stage itself, though, is just generic blue machineries, all around creating this monochromatic and dull atmosphere. I think that, combined with the somewhat mundane music chosen and the overall small enemy density, wound up making the stage as a whole feel very barren and unexciting to play, even if there weren't any glaring flaws to the level design. Kind of a bad move for locking out the first token if you have the wrong color switch toggled. Outside of that, the stage does demonstrate some decent uses of the blocks, which gimmick combining the moving platforms. The laser mini-boss was somewhat made easier because its whole body is now vulnerable, possibly due to the sprite change, or normally its weak spot is a tiny portion in the middle. The extra blocks with the Gravity Man fight, I think they are supposed to make it more challenging, except it made him more prone to getting stuck in certain spots, neglecting the possible threat of him running at you to do contact damage entirely. But Flashman really liked the stage. 69. I expected to see Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Space Invaders, Gauntlet, even Zaxxon, and if not the most retro classics, then an eclectic smattering of Sunset Riders, Dance Dance Revolution, or whatever else might somehow translate into aesthetics or gameplay for a Mega Man level. As best I can tell, this level references Ghosts and Goblins, Vulgus, 1942 or something similar, and whatever arcade game has Gravity Man in it. The music is from Blast the Master, NES Archives, might have been more appropriate. Oh, NES Archives might have been more appropriate. I don't have to recognize every reference, but I should have no doubt that everything is working together to tell a story. The story I get is that there's not nearly enough arcade in these archives. The tile set, which is a smooth blend of unassuming death kit tiles in need of fade to black, pit indicators, does the level a disservice by having nothing to do with arcades or arcade games. These moving platforms could have looked like the paddle from Arkanoid. These and other missed opportunities make the theming feel flimsy. Unplugged from the arcade connection, the level is pretty successful. Every enemy and gimmick introduction is handled with care, and there are well-defined, if not ideally arranged, challenge arcs that explore the potential of certain assets. Switch block shenanigans are pitched at the right difficulty. Shield attackers, which is I hope is their name, bring excitement to a tired enemy concept. And the vertical climb with respawning enemy interference is solid. I see a bit too much empty space and I'm not totally sold on the token challenges. The mini-boss is barely threatening if you stay on the ground. Object placement in the moving platform plus switch block area allows for a gap-related sliding glitch. Any power-up at all would be nice. The level displays some good game design instincts, the need for a little more playtesting, and just enough creativity to leave me wanting so much more. Finally, Ace 44. This is a very basic stage. At times it feels like it's going through the motions and just kind of ends on a whimper. That pretty much sums up a stage that ends rather quickly, with the switch blocks present throughout the stage never really doing anything of note. It feels like an alpha build of a stage rather than a finished one. Graphically it's also very basic, and the tile set is immensely generic. I'm not sure what on earth the stage's setting is supposed to be. Samey looking backgrounds mean the entire stage lacks identity or charm. Outside of the new enemies, and frankly the music isn't equally repetitive as the stage graphics. And I do like the new enemies and the few reskinned ones, they're cute. Robo Red Aramir's sprite is adorable, and the 1942 inspired plain mini-boss is good, old goofy Mega Man. The Yasichi enemy is also rather fun, even if it is woefully underutilized. I've been intentionally not mentioning death kit bosses in stages unless they either enhance or detract from a level, since they usually fairly fill up. And in this case I'm disappointed I thought Gravity Man rather than anything that really suited the stage's enemy set. He feels like a placeholder boss, and the switch blocks add nothing to the encounter, besides him getting stuck, making him kind of not a threat by trying to ram into you. It's not a bad stage overall, like the judges said. It certainly did feel spacious, with some of the rooms being just overly empty without much engaging content. Maybe a few more enemies here and there, not obviously clustering them, but just to make things a little bit more threatening. I didn't know the first token you can just lock yourself out if you don't hit the right switch. I won the 50-50. That needs to be carefully looked at as well, so you don't force a death in case you miss a collectible. And to me it was basically a free token, because I just happened to be lucky. The third token is a good challenge. The stage seemed like it was starting to get somewhere with the gimmicks it introduced. The vertical shaft is a good example, but just right as it was going to get good, the stage ends, and so it's probably a bit too short for its own benefit as well. if the gimmicks were used more with the third token room, then this could have left some sort of impression. You've picked the switch block mechanic, which is fine, and you run with it for most of the stage, which is great. However, most of the setups are relatively trivial and don't really push the boundaries of what this gimmick could have done, really challenging the player and proving some exciting and threatening challenges. Overall though, it's still a very good stage, it's perfectly acceptable. But just out of all these contests, it probably won't be the most memorable stage, unfortunately. But that's not a bad thing, of course. It's still a very decent and enjoyable stage, so good job on that front. And with that said, I'm going to take a quick refreshing pause and I'll be right back.